My dad came here at 16, 17 years old and not knowing a lick of English, and was able to turn that within 10 years, 12 years of his life to starting a company.
As far as my father's will, I think, is the biggest thing. He doesn't really have quit in him, and he never has. He's been able to overcome some very, very major things in his life and still be able to not give up.
The year that we started the company, we got into a real bad car accident as a family. Fast forward a year later, he and I are in different hospitals. He could have just, thrown in the towel, said, hey, I'm done, I can't work. But he said, nah, I can't do that, so I need to go back to work. And when I say my mom and dad started the company, my mom was literally the person, this was before cell phones, who was in an attic telling him what she could see up there, and he was telling her how to fix things.
He was able to, as a guy learning English, to facilitate some amazing relationships that he still holds to this day. He knew how to create relationships and hold on to them.
I have customers that I've been with it all the way from the beginning. I believe the reason that was because they like my service, they like being honest, come along and say, hey, this is what you need, and give them many options, tell them the truth. Hey, this is what you got wrong, but you can go this way. That was one of the most important things, be honest and tell the truth.
We are in the customer service business. Just make sure that people were not just comfortable and we were able to take care of them, but that we left them with a smile on their face.
To be able to do this and do it right, you have to like customers. There's something that makes you feel good, that you went over and fixed somebody's problem.
One of the big things that my dad used to tell my brother and I while we were driving around, because it was just us three in a van, he would not get mad or sad about winning or losing a job. And he wasn't going there to sell somebody something. He would always go in there to educate a person on what's going on and then let them choose on what they want to do. He was able to really create trust within those relationships. He used to tell us he wasn't trying to create a customer. He was trying to create relationships.
The satisfaction is when you see that customer being so pleased for what you just did for them. That's it. That's what I was telling you all the way from the beginning. That's the name of the game. If you do make somebody satisfied, that's all it takes. That's one of the main reasons a father could be proud of your kids, because you don't hear nothing negative from nobody, just everything positive. You have done a good job. And also now that I see, they're doing the same thing with the grandkids. So it's, it's a thing that comes along when you plant a good seed for a good tree. And then that tree will give you good fruits. That's all there is to it.
I couldn't be prouder to be his son. I say it to this day, I will forever. Everything that I know is because of him.
Like anybody, I've been workaholic all my life. That's one of the biggest complaints that I hear from everybody. Hey, you ought to stop working, it's enough, But no, I feel like I still got something to give. After been in this business for a while, people get to know you and they keep asking you, hey, you still doing air conditioning business? Sure, it's the only thing I know how to do.